Hi and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chua, the CEO of PropTech, and I'm very honored to be invited by the architects to share some of my experience in digital transformation. And today, I would like to share with you guys on how the PropTech property technology has transformed the real estate ecosystem and the property buying and selling journey with the handover experience. Okay, so just a little bit brief on my background. Okay, I'm the CEO of ProSales and I'm also the Vice President of the Academic Partnership in Malaysia PropTech Association. Okay, I'm coming from a software engineering background, which is a tech to property person. And it is around 6 years ago. I still remember that during that time, the property agent is still using the physical copy, like the brochure, like the flyer to do their sales presentation, and there is no such word called the PropTech in the industry yet. And during that time, we are actually a software house that helping the property developer to design the website. And there's an idea that comes into our mind. Why not we design an app or a system to help them to consolidate all the marketing material for their property agent to do their sales presentation? And from time to time, we expand our system and service since the sales booking until the property delivery today. Okay, and for my past 6 years, I'm actually helping the property developer to do their digital transformation through our very own end-to-end property solution, which is called ProSales. We help the property industry to transform the property buying and handover journey into a unique, fully virtual and contactless experience, especially today. Like today, we all know that the technology is already integrated into our daily lives more than ever before. That digital innovation continues to change the economy and the market, and even that reshape the way that the property business is carried out without being restricted by any industry. Okay, for the property industry, today, okay, everything a property buyer needs to know is available online, and anyone can could access this information at any time, anywhere. It's becoming a very normal thing in the market. And the new normal is no longer new anymore. In fact, that we already live under this new normal for more than 1 year and even more than two, at least around 2 years. And during this period of time, the market behavior has changed. We can see that all the industry are moving towards online and virtual meetings to maintain their business. And this is also include the property industry. Like even that today, I'm here to share my knowledge and also my experience by using the virtual method. And during this new normal period, most of the time we actually are staying at home, either the buyer or the seller. Okay, I believe that if you guys have bought a property or attempt to buy a property before, I believe that you guys will face this situation when you buy a property. You will feel very annoying when the agent is keep on calling you and also keep on spamming your WhatsApp or your email with a lot of the photo and even the messages. And from there, without knowing that what actually you want, whenever you just register on a social media from a Facebook or from anywhere, you will get all this kind of the spamming message. And end up that you just cannot tahan anymore. You just told them that I'm not interested. I have no intention to buy the property now. Like in fact, that this is what happened in the market today. Okay, because property is not something that costs a few hundred ringgit product in the Lazada or the Shopee, but it's actually a few 100,000 ringgit products. So you are not going to buy from someone that you are not confident enough or you don't trust anyone. Okay, and this is also the reason why the technology is playing a very important role in this part. We have to fully utilize and also make use of the technology to provide a very good customer service and also the customer experience to boost the buyer confidence and also build the trust virtually. And this is what I always tell my clients. Okay, the KYC is important to you. Just in case that you guys don't know what is meant by the KYC. Okay, KYC stands for the know your customer. Okay, you need to understand your leads. You need to understand your customer, what actually they are looking for. And combining with the use of the technology, it allows you to automate the sales conversion journey. And then besides that, the technology also able to help you to nurture your leads. That we can actually help you to classify it into a different category and take the correct action by using the correct tools. Okay, so basically what the process is trying to do, our process is actually we are providing an end-to-end digital solution that combines all the stakeholders into one platform okay, that embed with the immersive virtual experience. And this is all the product that's under the process solution that we provide a one integrated digital platform that cover since the construction stage to the sales, pre-sales, and even the delivery, the backend possession that connects all the different stakeholders across the property industry, which means that every department that's related at the different stage, we are able to consolidate and integrate by using one single system. Okay, so we can actually start the so-called the sales part first. Okay, where every property sales actually start with a leads. Okay, like first you got the leads and then you follow up and engage with it, and then after that you close the sales. But however, the whole sales conversion journey is not easy as a ABC. Okay, like in the middle, if your leads is losing any interest on you or your project, you will eventually lose the sales. Like in order to classify the leads, we actually divided them into three different types of the temperature, which is the cold, warm, and hot. Okay, like for the current practice in the industry, usually we will use the digital marketing to generate our leads. But what is the next thing after we collect the leads? Okay, we actually will classify based on the marketing model, which we actually divide them like into different category. Okay, like example for the cold leads, it stands for the awareness stage, which means that they comes in when they aware on your project. Okay, after they're aware of your project, they will show their interest. Okay, when you are able to attract them to create the interest from the leads, then the leads will actually from cold change to hot. Sorry, change to warm. Okay, and then from the warm parts. Okay, if let's say you create a desire and then push them to go for the action to buy the property or to do the booking, then the leads will from warm turns into hot, and the technology is came in, to tackle for the leads in different stage. Okay, so basically, like what I mentioned just now, okay, for the awareness level, usually we will use like the virtual technology, such as the 360, the 3D modeling, even the 4D show unit or the 4D sales gallery, or even that some of the developer or our client, they're actually using the virtual method to launch their property event. Right, and from there, by using all those kind of the virtual technology, is able to create awareness in the market. When you're scrolling the Facebook, you are able to see that there's someone is actually doing the launching, someone is actually selling the product at the market at the social media. Okay, then from there, it will create the awareness and also exposure for the project. And this is where the property buyer, they actually scroll through the social media, they will actually saw all these kind of advertisement. Then from there they will actually sign up. Okay, sign up for the inquiry. Whenever it sign up into the inquiry, it will flow into the another parts already. Okay, whenever they show their interest, it will flow into the warm leads. Okay, for the warm leads, what we are going to do to nurture them, we actually comes with a CRM and also a lead management engine, where we can actually route the inquiry that sign up from the social media directly to the property agent or directly to the salesperson in charge. Okay, then from there, the property agent and also the salesperson we actually go and do the appointment with them, and then try to do the sales presentation by using the Zoom or using the virtual method. Okay, then from there, okay, after the list coming the hot, they already show their interest. After present, they find out that the property buyer actually they show their interest to do the booking. Okay, then from there, we will actually convert the leads from warm to hot, which is we present for the desire and action stage. We actually also providing the so-called self-service unit booking solution to the property developer, so that the property buyer can directly buy the property by using the online method. Okay. So basically for this is how we actually are using the technology and also the digital tools to make the sales conversion become more effective and also more efficient. Okay, like other than like for the awareness stage, other than all those kind of virtual technology, okay, we actually also providing the virtual engagement. Like we can actually also create the engaging virtual event okay, with the so-called property buyer and also the property developer, which means that we actually create an interaction, not only just the one way presentation, but we are also trying to provide the two way engagement also. Like example, we actually also provide the 360 green screen studio, okay, for the property developer to do their project presentation, or even to organize their virtual event. Okay. Then from there, we actually also come with our safe and functional social distance PropTech solution. Okay, where this is how the technology came in and helps the property developer and also helps the property industry during the lockdown period. Okay, like from this slide, you're able to know that okay, by using a technology, okay, we are still able to connect the property agent and also the property developer with the market by using the Zoom method. Okay, what I present to you guys today, we actually also using the virtual method to present my slide to you. Same goes to the property sales presentation. The property agent can use the apps and also can use the system, the technology to do the presentation to the property buyer. And from there, like all the marketing material, all the sales and marketing material that they need can be actually consolidated into the single platform. Whereby the property agent or the salesperson, whenever they share the link, the Zoom link to the property buyer, whenever they join in, then they are able to do the presentation by using one single apps. Okay, which means that these apps will actually capture the location, the plans, or even the 360, the virtual technology, the photo, even the video gallery, and also some of the digital brochure into a single apps. Right. After the property agent already do the sales presentation, okay, if the property buyer is going to do the booking, and this is going to go into the another steps. Okay. Okay, this is what currently we actually practicing the so-called a DIY, okay, a do-it-yourself self-service online property booking. Okay, where we actually by using a technology, we create a contactless property buying experience, okay, for the home buyer, for the property buyer. Okay, from the property buyer, they can directly go to a website or go into the apps there. They can check the unit availability, which of the unit is still available, which of the unit is already sold. And from there, they are able to get the detail of the property. Okay, then after that, they just check for the unit availability, and then they just select it and then proceed to the booking. Okay. After they proceed to the booking, they will need to fill in and submit their sales form by using the digital method. Okay, and this is where we provide a portal and also a platform for the home buyer to log in, and then after that they just key in their detail. Okay, their IC, their name, their email, and also their contact. Okay, for them to complete the sales form. Okay, after they complete their sales form, okay, the next thing that we help the technology can help the property developer, also the property buyer, is we also provide a fintech, the financial technology. We are able to get to check about the loan pre-approval, okay, which means that we can check the loan eligibility of the property buyer before they complete the booking. Which means that because that we found that one of the biggest problem for the sales conversion actually is the loan rejection, right? And this is where we actually embed the fintech into our solution here. Okay, inside our solution, we actually will provide a loan score report that will show out the financial background and also the screening result of the property buyer, where they are able to know that whether their CTOS secrets and also their debt service ratio is it positive, or the rating is it good enough to get the loan approval. Okay, then from there, we actually also work with the 18 banks in Malaysia, okay, where we actually provide a loan eligibility calculation for each bank, which means that by using this loan score report, the property buyer and also the property developer will be able to know that what is the financial background for this property buyer. Okay, which means that they are able to know that whether they are able to get the approval from the bank or not. If let's say they can get the approval, which of the bank will actually provide the highest margin of finance, which of the bank will actually provide the maximum loan amount. Okay, after go through the loan screening, then the next thing will go into the payment. Of course, when you are going to buy a property, you need to pay the booking fee, right? And this is where the technology will actually also provide to allow the property buyer to pay the booking fee by using the online payment method. Okay, like example for I can we can using the most traditional one like the Visa, Master, Union Pay, FPX. Okay, other than this one, the latest technology also able to provide the e-wallet payment like the Touch and Go, Grab Pay, and even Boost. Okay, so for this payment gateway, this online payment solution will easily help the property developer and also the property industry to speed up the payment received from the buyer. Right. After that, after complete all the booking processes, then the last thing that's going to do is need to sign for it. Okay, and this is where we actually also comes with the legal tech. Okay, where we are actually able to provide a e-signing, for the property developer to sign on the platform. Okay, where this signature is actually the legally valid and also admissible in the court of law. Okay, then after the signing, the technology, or by using the technology, we are actually able to do the mapping for the digital document, which means that the whole sales form or any e-documents, we can be actually map it out, and then you can just access it digitally. If let's say you guys want to download it, you can download it. If you guys want to send it through email, or even that you want to print it out, it is also able to do that. Okay, so basically this is how the technology will help in speed up and also making the whole property buying and selling journey become more effective and also more efficient. Okay, so other than that, for the property developer parts, they not only help them in improving the process of the sales, but we actually also provide the real-time report and also data-driven report for the C level or for the higher management of the property developer. Which means that by using the summary of the dashboard or even the complete report, the detailed report, right, the developer or higher management will actually know exactly, okay, which of the project, which of the unit is having the most selling unit types, and then from there they are able to do their marketing strategy, which of the target market they are going to target for the next event. Okay, so basically, the technology also can help in our solution. We actually also provide the data analytic parts. Right. So this is what we are trying to do. We are actually trying to help the property developer to close the deal faster. Okay. Like just now, we actually talking about the property buying and selling journey, right? And what is the next thing after they buy and also they sell the property? After a property buyer they buy the property, they will actually wait for 2 to 3 years or even the 4 years to wait for the handover to receive the key. And this is where the technology, our solution, are also able to come in and also digitalize the property handover process, right? Which means that like especially during the lockdown period, we actually also help a few developers to proceed to do their handover, their vacant possession, and even some of our clients they actually still able to do their defect management during the MCO period. Okay, and this is where the technology can help in minimize the physical contact during the key handover. And then besides that, the DIY method not only can be practiced in the property buying and selling, but it can also practicing in the defect submission. Okay, then other than that, we actually also trying to help the property developer, also the contractor, to centralize the database to tally with all the defect cases between all parties. Okay, then of course, we also provide a real-time data-driven report in one click. Okay, so basically, this is how we actually helping the property developer and also the contractor to do the key handover process. Okay, so whenever the property developer they receive the CCC, the completion certificate, they will actually send the clear notice to the home buyer. Okay, by using the mailing method. Okay, but in this case, technology can came in. They can actually convert this clear notice into an email method. or it can be created in the notification method, which means that all the home buyer, the property buyer will receive an email, okay, to download and also install app, okay, where after they install the app, they will receive the first time the first time login and also the password. And then from there, the home buyer will actually using the app to make appointment for the vacant possession. It's actually the same as how you actually buy or book the ticket from the cinema or from the bus ticket. Okay, first you log into the app or you go to the website there. You just see okay which of the dates is actually available. It's green color. From there you click on the date. After that you just select what is the available time slot. Okay, and from there, we actually help the property developer to make the whole appointment for the vacant possession, the key handover, become more smooth and also more effective and efficient. Okay, so after they make the appointment for the VP, okay, when it comes to the appointment date, okay, the home buyer will be actually visit the management office, right? Okay, and when they go into management office, okay, the admin can actually also using the apps to do the handover, okay, which means that all the handover, the whole handover checklist, okay, we'll actually put it into a digital form, okay, where the admin will actually use it to do the handover. Okay, then from there, after they complete the whole handover process at the admin app, after they just click on save, then it will actually let the homeowner, the home buyer to sign off also. So basically, we actually helping the property developer to digitalize their key handover process. Okay, so after the property is already handed over for the home buyer, okay, the next thing is the home buyer will start to do the checking in their unit. Okay, where this is also the app will continue to use by the homeowner. Okay, the homeowner will actually go and find out okay where's the defect in their unit. Okay, after they just find out if there's a defect in their unit, they will actually submit the defect record by using the apps. Okay, so the steps is actually very easy. Okay, where when they are going to when the home buyer is going to submit the defect, okay, they will show out the layout plan for the unit. Okay, then from there, the home buyer will actually pinpoint, will plot, okay, where is the location. Okay, after they pin where is the location, it will proceed to fill up some of the basic details like what is the category of the defects, and then what is the remarks for the defects. Okay, so after the home buyer is already submit the defects from the apps, then immediately the defect record will actually flow into the system. Okay, then it will go into the so-called the whole approval and also the management process for the defect management. Okay, where the first step is the property developer. It can be a architect, it can be the QA/QC team, or even it can be a project team to verify the defect record. Okay, whether that this defect record is a valid defect or not. Okay, if let's say the defect is not a valid defect, then from there, the person in charge can actually reject it from the system. Then whenever they reject it from the system, it will prompt a notification back to the home buyer to tell them what is the reason that they reject for this defect record. Okay, then if the defect record is actually a valid defect and it can be accepted by the person in charge, then from there the defect record will automatically flow to the contractor in charge. Okay, like example for the defect record, there is the issue is the plumbing issue. Then whenever the defect record is accepted, it can be automatically go to assign to the contractor that in charge of the plumber category. Okay, if let's say M&E defect, then it will actually go into the M&E subcon. Okay, then from there, the contractor or the subcontractor will actually receive the notification. Okay, there's a defect record is assigned to them. Okay, then from there, they will need to do the rectification. Okay, the rectification works. Okay, then after they done the rectification works, okay, the contractor or the subcontractor, after they done their rectification works, they will need to take a photo again. Okay, to prove that hey, okay, this is the thing the defect rectification works that I already done. And then from there, it can be actually show up a comparison, which is the before and also after for the defect record. Then after that, the contractor already done. They also submit the photo. It will actually go into the QA/QC or the project team again. Okay, where the person in charge will actually go and check again. Okay, whether to verify whether the defect rectification is already done or not, or maybe that the defect is already the rectification is already done, but it's not up to the satisfaction. Okay, they are not satisfied on the defect rectification, then from there they can actually also reject to ask the contractor or the subcon to redo. Alright, if let's say everything is okay and is accepted by the QA/QC or the project team, then it will actually notify the home buyer. Okay, so basically by using this kind of the digital defect management process, you can see that we are actually able to minimize the whole physical contact between the home buyer, between the property developer, the project team, or even the consultant like the architect, um, then also the contractor subcontractor. Basically, they are using a single platform to tally up all the defect cases and also the defect record in the system. Okay, so by using this method, we are actually trying to help the property developer and also the contractor to be still able to continue their defect checking and also their defect rectification even during the MCO period. Okay, so last but not least, okay, we actually also come with the real-time defect data analytic, okay, where we actually provide the summary report for the defect data monitoring between the developer and also the contractor, so that they are able to know which of the unit or even which of the defect records actually used up, what is the how much aging, what is the duration, okay, and even that from there we also able to provide the dashboard for the defect category or the defect area or location. Yeah, so that for the developer or for the contractor, they are able to know that which of the area is actually having the highest defect or which of the category is having the highest defect. Okay, then from there they are able to know that what is the quality of the project and even that what is the action that they are going to take to try to reduce the defect. Okay. Okay, so for technology, okay, what is the technology? The technology actually able to provide the great service without border, right? Because that we know that technology is without location boundaries, without time constraint. You can just access the system or the apps anytime, anywhere, as long as you got the internet. And what is the best thing is by using a technology, you are able to support and also provide the services 24 hours 7. Okay, and the summary here for today, I'm going to tell you about is to go digital, okay, to ensure the business continuity and also the disaster recovery. Okay, so when the things don't go right, just go left. Try to use the digital innovation to sustain and run your business. And the social distancing today is not an issue anymore. Just try to transform with the technology so that you can get the things done. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's all. Okay. Just thank you everyone for joining today. Okay. I hope that you all can just take away something from my slide or from my presentation. Okay. That the main thing that I would like to highlight is we need to have the sense of urgency. Okay. We need to sensitive on what the market is experiencing today. Like today in a digital world, we have to be open and accept and adopt the latest technology so that we can adapt to the new normal and ensure the business continuity and also the sustainability. Yeah, so if you guys want to know more information about our solution, just visit our online exhibition, stand by, clicking at the button below. And that's all for my sharing. You can actually follow or like our social media page to learn more about what we provide, what is our solution also. Okay, thank you.